And we are back. I'm very, very sorry. You can see I'm not in my my usual setup. I hope it's stable now. Okay, we are covering the 8th match of the Indian Premier League 2024 between Sunrisers Hyderabad and Mumbai Indians. Both teams having lost their first matches. Both having lost them very, very narrowly. Their net run rates are minus 0.2 for the Sunrisers and 0.3 for the Mumbai Indians. Early doors of the competition. I'm sure it's not. They don't take it too seriously. Both teams. I think Mumbai Indians have never won the title in a season they won their first match in. I'm also very, very sure that Mumbai Indians have never won the title in any season in which they were above 500 during the first half of the season. Meaning when they have won more than half of their games during the first half of the season. They're pretty weird like that. This year there is a captaincy change with Mumbai. Former Gujarat Titans skipper Hardik Pandya, who played a lot of cricket for the Mumbai Indians before becoming the Titans captain, is back in Mumbai, and he is taking over captaincy duties from Rohit Sharma. Now back to the action. The Mumbai Indians won the toss and they have put in the Sunrisers Hyderabad to bat first. Interestingly enough, we are in the third over of this match now. And the Sunrisers Hyderabad are going along pretty well, one has to say. Mayank Agarwal and Travis Head, the openers for the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Travis Head doing most of the damage here. He is going along at a strike rate over 200, nearly 300. He is 31 over 300. He's 31 of 10 deliveries at the end of the third over. Sunrisers Hyderabad are 40 for none. I have to admit I will be doing this a bit differently this time because I only have one screen at the moment, so I am going to do it a bit like it's not going to be classical ball by ball because I can't really do that. I normally do it by setting up the match on one screen and looking up the stats on the others. Can't do that at the moment. Also, there's probably going to be social media interactions here. You can, of course, use the YouTube chat to get in touch with me. You can also tweet me, and we are going to talk a bit about what's going on here during this match. Let me have a look. I'll bring up the stream on my mobile phone so I can see the YouTube chat there. All right. And it is gone again, isn't it? Okay. Okay. Looks like we are back again. Okay. I will see what people are saying on Twitter and of course in the YouTube chat. So if you want to get in touch with me, those are the most promising avenues of getting in touch with me. So where are we? We are into the fourth over, and it is Jasprit Bumrah into the attack. He's bowling to Travis Head, and Bumrah has not opened the bowling again. He didn't open the bowling in the first match of Mumbai Indians. He's been used earlier this match than in the last match by new captain Hardik Pandya, who was traded back to the Mumbai Indians during the off-season from Gujarat, where he captained and won a title. Now he's back at his home in Mumbai, and he took over captaincy duties from Rohit Sharma. And the Sunrisers Hyderabad are going along at 12 runs and over at the moment. None of the Mumbai Indians bowlers seem to have made any inroads, or don't seem capable of taking a wicket at the moment. Interestingly enough, there is a very big discrepancy between both these opening batsmen for the Sunrisers Hyderabad. While Mayank Agarwal is going along at a strike rate of about 100, Travis Head is cruising along at a strike rate slightly below 300. He's on 32 of 12. Jasprit Bumrah has figures of none for 4 after 5 deliveries of his first over, the 4th of the match. The other bowlers used by the Mumbai Indians thus far have been... Let me have a look at the scorecard. Kwena Mapaka, he bowled 2 overs. He went for 28 runs, took no wickets. Hardik Pandya has bowled an over. He went for 11 runs, and Jasprit Bumrah 1 over for 5 runs now. Yes, it looks though as if the Mumbai Indians have figured out a bit of their bowling plans, because in the first match they gave Namandir an over. He had played 5 T20 matches up to that point. He never bowled a ball in a T20 match, and he promptly went for 13 during that 1 over he bowled against the Gujarat Titans. Gujarat Titans in the end won that match by 6 runs. Was a bit weird. Now Pandya is bringing himself on. He bowls to Agarwal, who spoons one up into the air, and that is taken at, well, mid-on, I would say. Mumbai Indians seem very, very happy to have made the breakthrough here. This one is a rather short ball, and he tries something between a pull, hook, and an uppercut. Spoons it up into the air. Very easy catch there for David. And Mayank Agarwal has to go for 11 of 13. And as happy as Mumbai Indians will be with that wicket, one can only feel that they would have rather seen the back of Travis Head, who remains on 32 from 12. Hardik Pandya now has figures of 1 for 11 of 1.1 overs. The new batsman for the Sunrisers Hyderabad is Abhishek Sharma, and captain Hardik Pandya makes the first breakthrough for the Mumbai Indians. Sunrisers Hyderabad 45 for 1. Pandya continues. This one is way outside. The pitch is way outside the leg stump to the left-handed Abhishek Sharma. He clips it off his hip though, and there is a single there. It's a push into the leg side. Doesn't look very elegant there. Anyways, but one can only feel that there has been a lot of damage already done by the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Their run rate is in double digits at the moment. And Mumbai Indians seem a bit unsure with their bowling tactics. Very unusual. Generally, I would say that Rohit Sharma is a pretty good captain, and Hardik Pandya seems to have done some things right. He won the title with Gujarat Titans once. And I can't imagine that Rohit Sharma is fucking over his new captain. Can't believe it. But right now the plans for Hardik Pandya don't seem to work that well, as he is punished by Travis Head. It's a cheeky uppercut. Next one is a slash into the offside, goes past point. 2 consecutive fours for Travis Head, who moves on to 40 inside the 5th over. One more delivery to come this far. Sunrisers Hyderabad have struck 7 fours and 2 sixes, I think. Yes, 7 fours, 2 sixes. All of them were struck by Travis Head, who goes along at a strike rate of over 270. And here is the last delivery, and this one is driven by Travis Head past mid-off, and that is another 4. So Hardik Pandya's second over of this match ends in a hat trick of 4s for Travis Head. Not a very attractive drive there, but it gets the job done. That's 5 overs done, and Sunrisers Hyderabad are 58 for 1. 13 runs and 1 wicket off this 5th over of the innings. The run rate is climbing again towards 12 for Sunrisers Hyderabad. It is now 11.6. And we have Gerald Coetzee from South Africa into the bowling attack for the first time in this match. He was pretty good during Mumbai's opening match of the season. but he opens this innings in the worst way possible. That is a no ball, and that sets up a free hit, but it is, and Mumbai will be very, very happy about that. It is not to Travis Head, it is to Abhishek Sharma, who is on 1 of 2. Hardik Pandya is discussing something in the direction of the umpire. I don't want to say he is discussing something with the umpire. There were T signs made by the Mumbai captain. I don't know what he wants to review. No balls are not a reviewable event in a T20s. And now the umpire has the ball. I'm not really sure what is going on. Oh, it is actually reviewable in this case, apparently, because they have reviewed a no ball. Didn't know you can do that. Mumbai have actually reviewed the no ball decision here. And now the third umpire has to take a look at this delivery by Kurtze. Yeah, and that is a no ball. It's a full toss, and it is passing Abhishek Sharma at about shoulder height. Yeah, that's a free hit. That's a no ball. That's a free hit, and that's a review burned. Well done there. Well done there, the Mumbai Indians brain trust. Muppets. Interesting. Yeah, let's see. And Abhishek Sharma does what you should do with any free hit. There is no risk there. And this one is short. And this one is hooked for 6. Sunrise is moving on to 65 for 1. And Mumbai are looking very, very ordinary in the bowling department at the moment. Damn. Come on, dudes, do one of those strategic timeouts. I think I need to tweet out something again, because obviously the link to the video has changed. All right, there we go. The new link is out on Twitter. If you are on that platform and follow me, you will see that one. Yes, so Sunrisers Hyderabad well on top here during the power play, and after that Travis had has just brought up his 50 of 18 deliveries inside of 6 overs. And he follows his 50, which he brought up with a 4, with a 6, 69 meters of a short ball that had pulls over deep mid-wicket. Tilak Varma is trying his best but can't do anything about that one. And Sunrisers Hyderabad are 80 for 1. One more delivery from Coetzee in his first over to come here. Here we go. And this one is swept up at the boundary somewhere around the third man position. And that is the strategic timeout. Well, I'm very, very sorry for the technical difficulties with getting this stream on the way. This is not my usual setup because I am right now visiting my parents. But it seems to be working now, at least for the moment. And so I would say, if you want to get in touch with me, you can always use the chat here on YouTube, or you can add me at Twitter. The Twitter handle is on the screen. That is my Twitter handle. I'll take a short break while they are having their strategic timeout, and I'll be back with you shortly. Okay. Yes. 6 overs and 81 runs and only 1 wicket for the Mumbai Indians. Sunrisers Hyderabad cruising here at the moment at a run rate that is close to 14. It's 13.5. 23 runs of Gerald Coetzee's first over. He's having a bit of a shocker. And looking at the scorecard, Mumbai Indians have already used 4 bowlers. And we are now seeing highlights of Travis Head's over. And there is spin for the first time. Veteran Piyush Chawla, who was surprisingly young for considering how long his career in the IPL has been. And he begins with a single to Travis Head, bringing Abhishek Sharma onto strike here. He's coming over the wicket, and this one is hoiked. This is a very agricultural shot by Abhishek Sharma, doesn't matter, it goes over the offside for 6 runs. Yes, this one goes over the onside. He's a left-hander. It goes over the on. It's beating the fielder at cow corner basically. Next one pierces the infield into the offside where it is stopped at long off, and they take another single. Chala is bowling quite a lot of varieties. The last one was a googly, and Sharma is a bit lucky to get it away for any amount of runs, because it didn't seem to read it. Next one to head is another single, and the partnership is nearing 50. And that is a 50 partnership as Travis Head dispatches Piyush Chawla for 6 runs over square leg. That is a maximum 6 runs. This one, I would say, is way too short. From Chawla to bowl to Travis Head, who is really, really seeing the ball very, very well. Next one is another slog over the leg side, and Travis Head brings up his 60 with another 6, 102 for 1 after 7 overs, and Mumbai Indians are in some trouble here. Generally, their batting looks relatively solid up until, I don't know, the lower middle order maybe. The last match they lost because they were backing themselves to basically be able to chase anything below 180. They lost a few wickets, and then the lower middle order wobbled. Hardik Pandya couldn't finish the job. He seemed to be backing himself to be a finisher, Dhoni style, or maybe Dinesh Karthik style. It was basically, it came down to a scenario that resembled the Nidahas Trophy, that Nidahas Trophy final, in which Dinesh Karthik saw India over the line against Bangladesh. Now, let's see here. We have Coetzee coming back, and he starts with a wide, very, very wide to head. The Mumbai Indians bowlers seem to be a bit weary of Travis Head, and for good reason. He's 62 of 23. Coetzee has given up 25 runs in 1.1 overs. The current run rate is 14.51. Oh dear, what's that? This one goes through everyone, and it evades Ishan. It evades the batsman, who is Abhishek, after Head took a single off the ball before that. Abhishek can't lay anything onto that, neither bat nor body part of any description. Too bad for Mumbai that the same goes for keeper Ishan Kishan, and this one is gone for 4 buys. Next one is a square drive, and that one goes for 4 from Abhishek, who is really accelerating nicely here. He is now 31 of 10. And there's a lot of well, Ratlosigkeit, I would say in German. The Mumbai bowling attack seems to be quite out of ideas. No one knows what to do here. The timeline is filled with boundaries. And if it's not a boundary, there is a very good chance that it's either a wide, a no ball, or a bye. Sunrisers well on top, and it's not even halftime of their innings. And this one from Travis Head is spooned up into the offside, and this is an easy catch by Namandir, and the danger man, Travis Head, has gone. He's out-caught Namandir, bowled Coetzee for 62. That was another instance of the good old adage, shit takes wickets. That was not a good ball. It was very wide, and Head got suckered into reaching out for that angled bat shot. Doesn't really get a hold of it. It spoons up into the air, and Namandir takes an easy catch. He has gone for 62 of 24 deliveries, strike rate of 258.33, and that is one of those match-winning innings in a T20. 62 runs at a strike rate over 250. That is an innings that may well win Sunrisers the match here. And it brings Aiden Markram out into the middle for the Sunrisers Hyderabad, who are now 113 for 2. And Coetzee has one, as does Pandya. The rest of the Mumbai bowlers have been out of luck thus far, and Markram ends the over by punches this one out behind point for 4 runs. End of the 8th over. Sunrisers Hyderabad are 117 for 2, 15 runs and 1 wicket. Even if Mumbai Indians get the wickets, they are paying a heavy price for them. 15 runs this over for the 1 wicket. It is, of course, the important wicket of Travis Head, but they have only bowled 8 overs, Mumbai do, and Sunrisers have made 117 runs. Mumbai will probably back themselves to chase a lot on this surface, which seems to be relatively good for batting. Granted, the Mumbai bowlers have bowled a lot of dross this innings thus far. And Hardik Pandya continues to Abhishek Sharma, and he is bowling around the wicket to the left-handed Abhishek, who jumps back towards the leg side and squeezes out a single. Fielded at point there. They get one though. 118 for 2. Mumbai's bowling woes seem to continue. They were during the first match. They were trying a lot of stuff. They were throwing a lot of things at the wall, trying to see what sticks. But they don't seem to have settled on a very effective plan as of yet. There's a lot of experimentation, I think, going on here in the Mumbai bowling attack. And looking at the table of this year's IPL, I mean, the only team to have won 2 matches thus far are the Chennai Super Kings. Everyone else that played 2 matches has only won 1. But I'm pretty certain the Indians don't want to become the first team in the competition to lose 2. They are currently in 8th place. Only the Delhi Capitals and the Lucknow Super Giants are behind them. But let us see. That single to open the over, the third one from Hardik Pandya, is a couple, then a dot and another single. Abhishek Sharma is back on strike to face the Mumbai captain. He is on 33 of 12. Continuing the momentum for the Sunrisers Hyderabad after the dismissal of Travis Head, who powered their power play score, and this one is short and it is swatted into the leg side towards deep backward square leg, and the umpire signals this as the 1 bouncer for the over. Aiden Markram is back on strike. He is 7 of 4. And the last 24 balls have brought Sunrisers Hyderabad 68 runs. And the worries don't end there for the Mumbai Indians. Next in to bat is Heinrich Klaasen, who played a blinder of an innings in the opening match for Sunrisers Hyderabad against KKR. Too bad they ran into a roided up Andre Russell and lost that match very narrowly. But Aiden Markram is determined to get in on this buffet of bowling that the Mumbai bowlers are serving up here. And that one is gone for 6. After 9 overs, Sunrisers Hyderabad are 128 for 2. Markram on 13 of 5. Abhishek Sharma on 34 of 13. And Mumbai are switching arms. Kurtze is replaced by Mapaka. Left medium bowler. He already bowled 2 overs. This one is his 3rd. He has conceded 28 runs at an economy of 14 thus far in the match. And if Mumbai were hoping that they could guard him from facing Travis Head, yes, they managed that, but it doesn't really matter because Abhishek Sharma is in the mood, and this one is guided towards fine leg where it finds the boundary. This is more of a lucky shot. It's almost a very good Yorker, and Sharma gets his bat down in time, gets kind of an inside edge that beats the fielder. This is almost French cricket. He misses his own legs and it runs away to the boundary. And the next one is swatted away over mid-wicket for 6. Sunrisers Hyderabad 138 for 2. There have been 124 sixes hit in the 8 matches this IPL is going on, has been going on for, or this is the 8th match. So let's say 7 and not even a half match, and there have been a lot of sixes hit. 13 fours and 9 sixes thus far in the innings for the Sunrisers, and Mapaka continues, and this one is swatted straight back over his head. It's another 6, and that brings up Abhishek Sharma's 50. It's a 50 of 16 deliveries, and Sunrisers Hyderabad are flying at 144 for 2, and not even 10 overs bowled. The Mumbai Indians really need to rethink their bowling plans here, one would think. If you want to get in touch, do you have any? If you have any questions, anything like that, want to say anything? Use the YouTube chat or just tweet me. This is my Twitter handle at LinuxLea. I will have an eye on that as well as the YouTube chat. So yes, please do get in touch with me. I'm doing this kind of as a warm up for tomorrow when Guerrilla Cricket are back with coverage. They will of course do much more of a classic ball by ball, but then again they have the manpower to do that. I am also not really in my I don't have access to my usual setup at the moment, so I'm working off a single monitor. Don't even have the swing arm for my mic, as you can see, so it's kind of annoying to look up stats here at the moment. I also, anytime I look up stats, I have to take off I have to change the tab so I don't see what's happening in the match. But it feels like I picked the right match because you get a very good feeling for what is going on. If I tell you that the Mumbai Indians bowling attack is looking rather clueless, while the batting lineup for Sunrisers Hyderabad is clobbering them, is beating them all ends up, which is quite funny. Maybe I'm too old, but I remember Sunrisers Hyderabad when they first came into the league. They were the bowling team. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Rashid Khan. I think they had the Fizz for a good while. People like that. They were very, very bowling heavy, and their game plan was basically to restrict the opposition to a very, very chaseable target, or to defend a very modest target set by their own batsman. Oh, how times they are a-changing. Mumbai Indians have thus far used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bowlers. They have used all 5 bowlers they will have to use at minimum. Parker has bowled 3 overs. He's taken no wickets. He's gone for 16 and over. Pandya has bowled 3 overs. He's conceded 35 runs. He's taken 1 wicket. Bumrah has bowled only 1 over. Conceded 5 runs. He has been the best bowler for Mumbai in these first 2 games they have played. He was pretty good in the opening game against the Gujarat Titans. He was let down by the rest of his bowling attack. Some very, very questionable decisions by his captain, Hardik Pandya, who gave Namandir an over to bowl. His first over in professional T20 cricket, which went as well as you would expect. He's bowled 1 over. He didn't open the bowling in this match. He's gone at an economy of 5. And we are back. Piyush Chawla is brought back for his second over. Aiden Markram actually hit a 3 off the third delivery of Piyush Chawla's second over, which is amazing. When was the last time you saw a 3 in a T20 match? This brings Abhishek Sharma back on the strike, who then proceeds to do what Abhishek Sharma in this match seems to do. He clobbers Chawla over long on for another 6. He is on 61 from 21 now. The partnership, again a partnership that is approaching 50 for the Sunrisers, as Chawla is back, right arm over the wicket, and this one is clobbered to the left of long on, and mid wicket and long on are coming around. They field it, and this one is a couple of runs for Abhishek Sharma. Chawla back again, and this one is high into the air, and it is caught at long on. Who's that? Is that Namandir again? There's the wicket, another breakthrough, the third one. So 3 Mumbai bowlers now with wickets: Chawla, Coetzee and Pandya. But Sunrisers Hyderabad are 161 for 3 after 11 overs. Looks like it is Namandir again. That would be his second catch of the match. And Piyush Chawla doesn't really look like he can really celebrate that wicket. Looks a lot like too little too late. And that means bad news for Mumbai Indians. Heinrich Klaasen is out in the middle for the Sunrisers Hyderabad, and Heinrich Klaasen played a blinder in the opening match for Sunrisers Hyderabad. a very dramatic match between the Sunrisers and the Kolkata Knight Riders that the Kolkata Knight Riders won very, very narrowly on the back of Dre Russ clobbering the bowling attack to all parts of India and basically the known world. But Klaasen was the one Sunriser that could match Dre Russ's onslaught. He was what did he make? He made another. I think he also made a 50 of not that many deliveries. Let's have a look at the scorecard for that one. It was the third match. KKR won by 4 runs. And Klaasen made a 63 of 29 deliveries at a strike rate of 217.24. Too bad for him that Kolkata Knight Riders had Dre Russ at number 8, who made 64 of 25 at a strike rate of 256. So that a really commendable effort from Klaasen there in that match. And Mumbai are looking to silence him with left arm spin here. They have introduced Shams Mulani into the attack. The 20-year-old from Raigad in Maharashtra. In his 45th T20 match, he has a pretty good T20 bowling average of 20.13. That's not too bad. And he has kept the boundaries down for the first 4 deliveries of his first over. There was a couple followed by 3 singles. Thus far in the 12th over, Klaasen is now on strike. He's 1 of 1, and this one is basically a golf shot over long off by Heinrich Klaasen. That was a half volley from the left arm spinner, and it is dispatched into the stands for 6 runs by Heinrich Klaasen, who goes on to 7 of 2. And yes, you cannot bowl half volleys to batsmen of Heinrich Klaasen's class. Haha, here we go. I hope Tony liked that one. The next one from Mulani is a bit leg-sidey, but Klaasen gets it away for a single. He's 8 of 3. And Mulani has conceded 12 runs in his first over. After 12 overs, Sunrisers Hyderabad are 173 for 3. Any social media interactions? Not yet, I don't think. Yes, of course, you can use the YouTube chat. Say hi. Or if you want to use Twitter, my Twitter handle is on the screen. I'm pretty sure you can see it at LinuxLear on Twitter. If you want to get in contact with me there, you are very welcome to do so. Let's have a look what is happening out at the Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium out in Hyderabad. Well, change of plans again after 2 overs from the spinners by Mumbai. Hardik Pandya has decided that it is time again for Jasprit Bumrah. He is to bowl his second over. The first one went for only 5. I think he's the only Mumbai bowler so far in the innings that has an economy rate in single digits. And he almost breaks Markram's toes here. That's a very good Yorker on his foot. Would have gone down leg side. And there is only a single in that one. Bumrah has now given up 7 runs in 1.2 overs. Sunrisers Hyderabad have 175 for 3. There are catching fielders down the leg side at cow corner and long on for Klaasen here. But they are only used for ground fielding. In this instance, there is another single, as we are seeing a replay of that blitzkrieg that Heinrich Klaasen fought against Kolkata Knight Riders in the first match. And I think, yes, Bumrah's last delivery has been given as a no ball. And during the free hit, Bumrah manages to cramp Klaasen up, and Klaasen can't cash in on the free hit. It is a dot ball. 177 for 3 after 12.3 overs. As Bumrah is coming in again, right arm over the wicket to Klaasen, and he plays that towards mid-on. Bumrah is herring after it, fielding it himself, keeping the Sunrisers to another single. He didn't really get a hold of that. That was basically a bottom edge that he played into the pitch in front of his feet. It dribbled out towards mid-on. The fielder is placed at long on though, and he is coming in, so Bumrah is herring after it. Here we go again, this time Bumrah to Klaasen, who tries a late cut. It goes out to third man, and they take another single. 179 for 3. As we are looking at the purple cap leaderboard, and it is, I think, the Fizz who is leading the wicket takers for the Chennai Super Kings, and there is the rare full toss from Jasprit Bumrah, and it is played out to long on, where the captain Hardik Pandya fields it, and Markram is very, very cross with himself that he couldn't use that rare bad delivery from Jasprit Bumrah for more than a single. No, sorry, it was Klaasen. No, it was Markram. I'm sorry. Yes. Markram uses the full toss for a single. End of the 13th over. Sunrisers Hyderabad are 118 for 3. 7 runs off this Bumrah over. Still the only Mumbai Indians bowler with an economy below 12. Yeah, not even the only Mumbai Indians bowler with an economy rate in single digits. No, it's the only one with an economy below 12. We have 2 12s, 116, and we have 2 12s, 116, and 2 17s. The economy rates. All right. And Hardik Pandya is back into the attack, and he begins his over to Markram, who takes a single off his first delivery. He takes a couple of his first delivery, a single of his second delivery, 183 for 3 after 13.2 overs, bringing Heinrich Klaasen back onto strike now for the Mumbai Indians captain. Let's see what what Hardik's plan is for Heinrich Klaasen here. This one is short of a length, and it is outside Klaasen's off stump, who can only play that out to cover with a cross-batted shot, and there is no run. That is a dot, and Klaasen is not happy with himself, smacks the bat of his bat as he hairs back into his crease. Facing up again to Hardik Pandya, who continues over the wicket, and this one is a lap sweep by Klaasen over the onside, over, well, backward square leg, and this is a maximum 6 runs for Heinrich Klaasen. It's another full toss from a Mumbai Indians bowler. They have not gotten their length right this match. They have struggled with their lines. Coetzee especially, who's bowling way too wide, and he continues, and this one is again fielded in the onside at mid-wicket, deep mid-wicket, and this is a single to Heinrich Klaasen, 190 for 3. Klaasen is on 18 of 9, Markram on 27 of 16. Hardik has figures of 1 for 45 from 3.5 overs. There's one more delivery left in his fourth over before he has bowled out. Final delivery of the night from Hardik Pandya to Markram, who cross-bats that towards mid-wicket, and they take another single. After 14 overs, Sunrisers Hyderabad are 191 for 3. 11 runs of Hardik Pandya's fourth over, who ends the night with figures of 4 overs bowled, no maidens, 46 runs conceded, 1 wicket taken. And let's have a look at the win predictor. Let's say that the Mumbai Indians are deep in it. Sunrisers Hyderabad are favorites, over 97% probability for them to win this 8th match from their home field, the Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium in Hyderabad tonight, against a Mumbai Indians bowling attack that looks out of their depth, despite not including Naman Dir like in the last match. Bumrah coming back to bowl the 15th over. It will be his 3rd over of the evening. Interesting choice, meaning you can at best expect 1 over at the death from Bumrah here, as he is coming right arm over the wicket to Markram, and that one is fielded at deep point, and there is a single taken, so Heinrich Klaasen now on strike. He's on 18 of 9. He will definitely look to repeat his heroics from the other night when his 60 plus score was in vain against a Kolkata Knight Riders that were, well, powered by Andre Russell and all the below the counter protein powders you can get at a dodgy pharmacy. Bumrah, to continue, this one is a Yorker and it is dug out. And Sunrisers Hyderabad take a single as the ball dribbles into the leg side. As there is a question on the screen, will Jasprit Bumrah win the purple cap this IPL? And right now it's not looking that good for him, I have to say. The Fizz is currently leading the wicket takers in this edition of the IPL, and he's also looking like a gangster right now from a early 90s heroic bloodshed movie directed by someone like Ringo Lam or John Woo, while Heinrich Klaassen shows how much he fears Bumrah. That is not at all, as a short ball is pulled over the leg side, swivel pull from Heinrich Klaassen for 6 runs, and Mumbai Indians' woes continue. That's 200 up for the Sunrisers Hyderabad within 15 overs of this match. 200 for 3. Yes, the Fizz is looking like a like someone from a John Woo movie with that haircut, and he's looking like someone the more eloquent gangster would describe as his associate, who's standing mostly in the background in a very bulky suit, double-breasted like they wore in the 90s, and you're pretty sure the reason he's wearing a bulky suit is not because he can't afford a well-tailored suit, but because the automatic Heckler & Koch products would be too obvious in a well-fitted suit. Well, Jasprit Bumrah is getting out of that over with another 2 singles. So, after 15 overs, the Sunrisers Hyderabad are 202 for 3. The batsmen out in the middle are Aiden Markram, he's on 31 of 20, and Heinrich Klaassen, he's on 26 of 12. Sunrisers Hyderabad 202 for 3. The current run rate is 13.46, and Captain Pat Cummins is probably pretty happy with how the world is all around. And we have social media interactions. It's Warren Davis. Hi, Warren. How are you doing? Well, this is... Well, I'm... My life has been a bit chaotic for the last month, but it's getting better. And I really needed that tonight. Talk about some cricket. It's the one thing keeping me... It's one of the few things keeping me sane at the moment. And because it's Easter, I'm at my parents, and the internet here turned out a bit wonky at the beginning, so not ideal, I would say. But we've worked it out, or it worked itself out. I don't know what was going on there. Anyway, welcome to a clinic from Sunrisers Hyderabad's batting lineup thus far, and well, how to describe the Mumbai Indians bowling attack? Maybe the best way to describe the Mumbai Indians bowling attack is, if you can't be a shining example, at least be a horrible warning. That seems to be the way, and it is Coetzee again into the attack for his third over. There is another wide from Coetzee that beats Ishan Kishan, and it runs away towards very fine leg for a boundary, 4 wides. Mumbai Indians haven't found their line, their length. We have all 3 wickets have fallen to seamers. That much okay. No, it's not. I'm lying. One fell to Piyush Chawla. We have 1 wicket for Piyush Chawla. We have 1 for Coetzee and 1 for Hardik Pandya. And that Coetzee thing was what Guerrilla Cricket and especially Massey Jazz would describe as shit-taking wickets, because it was very, very, very wide, tempting Travis Head into angling his bat, and he didn't get a hold of it, and that was that. But only after Travis Head had already powered Sunrisers Hyderabad towards a very, very, very good start. He made 36 at a strike rate of around 200. And then Abhishek Sharma picked up the mantle of Head after he was dismissed, and there was another 60 in that lineup for the Sunrisers Hyderabad. And now at the end of the 16th over, which was bowled by Garrett Coetzee, we have a strategic timeout. This time it's, I think, from the Mumbai Indians side, from the bowling side. Well, I don't know why they would take a timeout. Sunrisers Hyderabad have a win probability of almost 98%, according to Cricinfo, and I will take a very, very short break because I am doing this alone tonight. And I will be back with you very, very shortly. All right, and we are back. Let's see if the Mumbai Indians can pull something back here in the last 4 overs of this match. Parker to continue, and he starts with a wide to Markram. He has figures of none for 49 of 3 overs now. The partnership has surpassed 50 between Klaasen and Markram here, the South African teammates. Markram is on strike. He's on 34 of 23, and Klaasen is on 30 of 15. And this one is played out to deep cover by Markram. They take a single. I don't know what is, something is not clicking in this Mumbai Indians bowling attack in this edition of the IPL so far. Jasprit Bumrah is looking as good as he always has. Very economical. Let me have a look. I think he took 3 wickets in the first game that Mumbai Indians then threw away. Within the last 1.5 overs maybe of the chase. And yeah, during that first innings of that match, Jasprit Bumrah took 3 wickets at an economy of 3.5, which is pretty impressive considering the run rate of the Gujarat Titans overall was 8.4. Everyone else in that Mumbai bowling attack basically went for a lot of runs. Second best was Kurtzi, who had an economy below 7. No one else managed that. Shams Mulani with another economy in single digits. He had an economy of 8, and everyone else was over 10. And this seems to be what is continuing in this match, and they don't really have the excuse they did in the first match when obviously Hardik Pandya was trying out things. He gave an over to Namandir, who at that point had played five T20 matches, professional T20 matches, and it never bowled, and he got an over. Went for 13 in that. And Mapaka has now completed his half century. There was a single of 4 from Klaasen, followed by a dot, and now Klaasen has punished Mapaka over the bowler's head for a 6. That one was another half volley. Mapaka has had a problem with his length, as basically every Mumbai bowler, this is in the slot, and you can't bowl in the slot to Heinrich Klaasen in a T20 match. He has shown that he is in form in the first match the Sunrisers played in this edition of the IPL, where he made a 60. Sunrisers lost that match by, I think, 4 runs against Kolkata Knight Riders that were powered by a Dre Russ innings of outstanding brutality. And the next one from Mapaka is a wide. Oh dear. Oh dear. And Sunrisers Hyderabad are looking to extend their total well beyond 240. They should be aiming for 250 here. Penultimate delivery of the over from Mapaka is merely a single from Klaasen, who moves on to 41 of 19, and now Markram is on strike. He is on 35 of 24, one of the more sedate batsmen, and this one is a reverse lap, and it goes over fine leg to the boundary. And that is 4 runs, and Sunrisers Hyderabad move on to 232 for 3. And now the magic tricks come out from the Sunrisers batsman. 18 runs of that over Mapaka is done for the night. He ends it with figures of none for 66 from 4 overs. You won't be surprised if I tell you that there were no maidens in his spell this evening. The current run rate is 13.64, and Kurtze is going to bowl out now for the for Mumbai Indians, and that is the 131st 6 of the tournament. It is struck by Heinrich Klaasen. Who else? And Kurtze is looking after the ball during his follow through. The next one is a much better delivery from Kurtze. It's played back into the pitch by Klaasen and fielded by the bowler with a little jump. Doesn't really help though. The score is 238 for 3, and the Sunrisers still have more than 2.5 overs to go. The next one is slogged into the leg side. It is fielded by deep mid wicket, and Klaasen gets a single. He moves on to 47. Would be a shame if he didn't make back-to-back 50s in his first 2 appearances in this year's IPL. Markram is now on strike, 1 short of 40. Kurtze coming in, right arm around the wicket, and Markram plays that out into the leg side towards mid-on. And they take another single, and we see Captain Pat Cummins on the bench in the dugout of the Sunrisers, and he is not looking concerned. I wouldn't be either if I were him and my team were going along like Sunrisers are doing at the moment. Another single, this time from Klaasen. Or is it? No, it's a couple from Klaasen who has now brought up his 50 of Kurtze into the leg side. Very good running there from the Sunrisers batsman. No doubt Klaasen and Markram understand each other blindly. And the next one is played out to long off by Klaasen, and this time it is a single. So Klaasen on 51 and Markram on 40. Sunrisers Hyderabad after 18 overs are 243 for 311 overs, and Gerard Kurtze ends his night with figures of 1 for 57. So another half century for another Mumbai bowler here. 19th over now. Arguably, the most important over in any T20 innings. No matter if you are chasing or if you are setting a score. I can't. I don't think I can repeat the 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 argument behind that. It was made, and I just remember it was a very good argument, because you give your 19th over to the best bowler, regardless of if you are chasing or if you are setting a score, because it relieves pressure from the bowler bowling the 20th over. So you give the 19th to your best bowler. Because then the 20th is not do or die for the one man chosen to end the innings, to bowl the very final over. Hi Warren, he's sending hearts in the chat. I will. Yeah, here's some hearts back. Let's see all these emojis. Yes, I will send that back. Okay. Yes, looking at it, 19th over from Bumrah. He starts with a single, then a wide. Markram is now on a strike, and Bumrah is coming back in, and this is a Yorker to which Markram plays French cricket. It dribbles out into the leg side, about a meter behind the stumps. They take a very, very quick single as Ishan Kishan is coming forward from the keeper's position back behind the stumps, feels it, but they have taken the single. There is no danger for the batsman, and Bumrah is coming back in, right arm around the wicket, and McClassen slashes at that one with an angled bat, doesn't get a hold of it. It goes through to Ishan Kishan, who makes no mistake this time. He has been guilty of allowing a lot of byes in this innings. At least 2 boundaries of keeping errors from Ishan Kishan, who is hit or miss. And there's another full toss from Jasprit Bumrah, which Klaasen converts into a boundary over long on. This one dribbles into the boundary after bouncing once. That's another 4. Bumrah doesn't miss the Yorker on off stump by that much, but Klaasen is seeing them right now probably like beach balls, and he follows that one up with another one through extra cover. Another 4, 17 fours, 16 sixes in this innings, and Klaasen reaches his 60 of 28 overs. Another innings like the one against Kolkata Knight Riders. Similar strike rate, similar score. One more delivery in the over from Jasprit Bumrah, as we see the umpire looking at the ball. The ball seems to have been damaged. The seam seems to have burst, and they are trotting out with the box of replacement balls. And I'm pretty sure the seam burst because Heinrich Klaassen was smacking it around so much. It's not as if they replaced the ball after it had gone into the stands, hit concrete or something like that. It was replaced after Klaassen hit a 4 along the ground into the sponge of the boundary, with which burst the seam. And after 19 overs, no, not 19 overs, final delivery, here we go. And this one is played by Klaassen out to cow corner. Along the ground, they take, I think they should have taken a couple there. Yes, they indeed have taken a couple. And Sunrisers Hyderabad end their 19th over on 256 for 3. Bumrah is done for the night. He is the only Mumbai Indians bowler to end the night with an economy below 10. He has an economy of 9 as he ends the night with none for 36. And the 20th over is given to Shams Mulani, who thus far has only bowled 1 over, which had gone for 12. He faces he faces Markram. He's facing Markram, but he begins with a wide, very, very wide outside the off stump. Ishan Kishan gets it. Makes no mistake. Well, it would have been very, very embarrassing to concede 4 byes of the slow left arm spinner. And this is challenged by Sunrisers. I didn't know that you could review stuff like no balls and wides, but apparently you can in the IPL. I wasn't aware of that, I have to admit, but I don't know why the Sunrisers challenged that one. It was basically in their favor. They challenged it anyway, and there is another wide called. And for some reason, Sunrisers seem unhappy with that. And yes, it's actually Sunrisers reviewing that. I don't know why the batting side should review wide calls against the bowling attack. Earlier in the innings, Mumbai Indians reviewed a no-ball call, which was about half a meter, a full toss about half a meter above the hip, which was given as a no-ball on height. Mumbai Indians reviewed it, and not much of a surprise there. The ball that flew past Abhishek Sharma at almost shoulder height was still given as a no ball, even on review. Funny how that works. First runs off the bat in this over, a single followed by a boundary from Markram now, who moves on by Klaassen, I think. No, the single was by Markram. The 4 was now by Klaassen. I'm sorry. I'm very, very, very sorry. Yes, Klaassen on 66 of 30, strike rate over 200. And there is another full toss from Shams Mulani. And this one is almost caught on the boundary. Fielder toppling over there at long on, falling onto the sponge, but doesn't matter. That one is a 6. Klaassen hits a full toss 4-6 over long on, cow corner, that area of the field. Next one is bowled very, very leg sidey by Shams Mulani. And again, Klaassen hits him for 6. So he moves on to 78. He should be on 78 now. And that first 6 by Klaassen makes this one the highest total in IPL history. Klaassen is on 78 now, and the next one is a dot, and they end the innings with a couple of runs, taking them to 277 for 3 after 20 overs. This is the highest total in IPL history. Well batted by Sunrisers Hyderabad. A very sorry display from Mumbai Indians bowling attack. 21 runs off the 20th over. You're not winning matches with that kind of performance. Let's just go through the highlights of the scorecard before I take a short break for the innings break. We have actually 3 scores over 50 in the Sunrisers Hyderabad innings. All those scores over 50 are also 60 plus scores. The first one is a Travis Head, who made 62 of 24. Abhishek Sharma, 63 of 23. And Heinrich Klaassen ends the innings not out on 80. 277 for 3. There were 19 extras in the 20 overs bowled by Mumbai Indians, who have a very, very sorry bowling card. Mapaka conceded 66 runs for no wicket. Pandya has 1 for 46. Bumrah, none for 36. Coetzee, 1 for 57. Chawla, 1 for 34 of 2 overs though, and Shams Mulani, none for 33, also of 2 overs. No Mumbai Indians bowler with an economy below 10, except for Jasprit Bumrah, most economical bowler for Mumbai Indians in this innings, with an economy of 9. Everyone else has at least 11.5, which is Hardik Pandya. Next one is Coetzee with 14.25. Then we have 2 16.5s with Mapaka and Mulani, and Piyush Chawla buys his wickets at a price of 17 runs per over. The fact that this is the highest total in the IPL ever makes me doubt that the Mumbai Indians will chase this down. But they have revamped their batting approach, let's say it that way, and maybe they can make a game of it. Maybe they can provide some entertainment during the chase. We will see. I will take a short break, and I will be back with you in a few moments when the Mumbai Indians attempt an IPL record chase. Until then, thank you for the attention. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you shortly.